Cinema has to be one of my favorite genres. Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And the film that we are going to be discussing today is the other Vishu release. I had watched Avesham and this film back to back. The film that I am going to be discussing today is the new Malayalam film Varshangalkku Shesham. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Varshangalkku Shesham, which is starring Dhyan Shri Nivasan and Pranav Mohanlal, who's the son of Mohanlal. So then how is this film? Let's find out. But if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, share this video with your friends and family, and also comment on what did you make of the film. So let's get started with the review of Varshangalkku Shesham. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So coming to the story and screenplay, Varshangalkku Shesham is essentially a story of two friends who have such deep bromance between the two as they decide to struggle together in the film industry, which happens to be a big bad place where their friendship is soon to be tested. And so this story essentially is about friendship and cinema, or you can say friendship with the setting of cinema, that actually makes for a very refreshing watch. Now I haven't watched such a dynamic in on celluloid for a very long time. Cinema on cinema as a film may not be a very fresh kind of a concept, but definitely it is less tapped into. There's not many films that are made too often on this kind of a genre, and especially when you have friendship at the helm of things, that automatically attributes it to the core emotions and the drama that ensues in the film that is there. Now, one thing with this film is that it's how you want to perceive this film as. Do you want to perceive it as a comedy, or do you want to perceive it as a drama with hints of comedy? If it is the former, I feel that you may end up being a little disappointed, because this wasn't an out and out comedy kind of a film. This was essentially a drama with bouts of comedy, and personally I feel that I knew nothing about the film. Yes, I had watched its trailer, but I had zero context about what the film was for, because the trailer did not have English subtitles. So I did not know what the context of the film was. So in a way, technically, I did not know anything about the film while venturing it, and this for me worked in the film's favor, because I was pleasantly surprised by the end of it. The screenplay at a whooping runtime of 165 minutes definitely definitely seemed to be longer on paper, but when you actually go on to witness the story, there are so many emotions in play, with of course bouts of comedy that will definitely keep you invested, while being thoroughly engaging with the kind of commentary that it also gives on the film industry, both satirical as well as a little dramatic, I would say. Since it is set in the late 70s or 80s, that era is also shown along with the current era. There are two timelines that follow. So the drama here, it opens with the introduction of one of the two protagonists, and you can see that he isn't much into studies and he's more focused into cinema, and all of that in his remote village that is there. The timeline immediately cuts to a future one when the same protagonist is searching for one of his friends, and you can make out from his look that he looks a little old. So it's definitely from a later timeline, and you get to know very little about who that friend is, and what kind of baggage that this protagonist has been carrying, and that is something that you slowly discover over the course of the runtime that is there, where the drama constantly switches between the two timelines, between the past and the present. Now in the past timeline, you also are introduced to the other protagonist, the one he's searching for, a musician whose character is essayed by Pranav. He is a little laid back, not very ambitious at what he wants to achieve in terms of music, whether he wants to go in the film industry, or at one point he also says he wants to do ghazals in Bombay, then Bombay rather. So he's not very clear in his path that is there. He also resorts to alcoholism, whereas on the other hand, Dhyan Srinivasan, who plays the main protagonist that is there, is a little more focused, and he wishes that the two of them try their luck in the Madras film industry back then. So after a couple of heartbreaks and their educational backgrounds, they finally decide to eventually take the plunge, and that is when the film also provides a little commentary on the plight of the film industry that is there, the Madras film industry, and that is something that is showcased in the course of time, where one of the protagonists, goes on to achieve something, the other is down and down, but at any given point of time, their test is of friendship. Their friendship is definitely tested throughout the timeline, and that is something, the bond is so strong that when they reunite at a later time, they definitely, start decide to, shoot a film together, to have a film of their own together. Amidst all this chaos, there are bits of commentary that are there that do not really, allow the drama to be very heavy on the palate. The drama is definitely light, and that is much to do with the vibe of the drama. The vibe of the drama is, it's a little light, you can say, with definite bouts of comedy. The bouts of comedy definitely hit a pinnacle in the second hour with the introduction of one of the characters called Nitin Molly, which is a parody played himself by Niven Pauly, and it was absolutely hilarious to witness all those anecdotes and the kind of rant that he had on nepotism or on fat shaming. Little, I think there were, so my very educated friend Nimisha, who's one of my sources for Malayalam cinema as well, also managed to tell me a few anecdotes that I would like to share. That there was a sequence in which, one of the characters are talking to each other, that the character, the one who they wish to cast, is, somewhere in the mountains. That was an indirect dig to Pranav Mohanlal, probably, I don't know, let me know in the comments, because that is one story that had floated in the Malayalam film industry, that he isn't available at any given point of time, and it can, be to anyone in particular as well. It need not be only Pranav, it can be for anyone as well. But yeah, that was one of the anecdotes that my friend Nimisha had shared, and I thought I'll put this in the video as well. But there is a certain kind of sweetness in the drama that, curtails right at the end. That final act that is there just hits home with its double whammy that is there, and I quite enjoyed it. It made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me also minutely shed a tear or two, and I quite enjoyed the drama. And I would say it's a drama, it's not entirely a comedy. The screenplay definitely worked for me here. Now, coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, the music, and the direction, I felt the dialogues are very witty, very nicely written. They oscillate between being, between showcasing the drama and also being a little on the comedy edge of comedy. It's almost sandwiched, the comedy, between the two layers of drama. So I think that essence is nicely brought in. I also like the music here, contrary to, I think, some of the opinions that I have been reading over the net that the music isn't good. I like the music. It was melodious, and it definitely did go well with the tone of the drama. I also like the BGM, it heightened the drama at various places. The cinematography definitely caught the vibe of the drama well with its wonderful frames that are there. I think even the editing, despite, I think, the inconsistent world building that was there right at the beginning, the other places, I think the editing was decently good as well. Director Vineet Srinivasan has a unique taste in drama. He doesn't allow the drama to be weighed down, and you saw that in his earlier directorial film called Hridayam. I think Hridayam was a wonderful example as well as to how to construct a drama and to evoke a sense of nostalgia without the drama being heavy. And that is the same aspect that he's brought in here. The drama is not heavy because there are frequent doses of comedy that are there during the course of the film, something that I really appreciated. And also the characterization of the two protagonists was very well laid out, and I must compliment the director for that, for maintaining the vibe of the drama right throughout the film. And I think that is something that he did a very good job with as well. Now, coming to the performances, The performances are, I think, outstanding here as usual, and the who's who of the Malayalam film industry is in the film. You know, right from Neeti to Neeraj Madhav to Deepak Parambol, I think all of them did a smashing job. I feel. Of course, Ajju Varghese, who played the dual characters with a goofy and equal measures of sincerity. I think he did a very good job as well. Of course, Kalyani Priyadarshan, she did a decent job, although the character I felt was a little underwritten and it could have, enhanced a little more, I would say, in the context of the film. For her to get that performance out of her, that is something that I felt she was decent. I mean, and there's no complaint as far as I am concerned, as far as her performance is concerned. Rather, Nivin Pauly, I think, is the star of the show. I think he totally stole the limelight, absolutely killed it in his character. It was a brave character, it was a bold character because he was playing a parody of himself. The 7 consecutive flop films was definitely a parody on him, and the nepotism rant, or you can say some of the other rants of fat shaming that are there, or the nepo kids commentary. I think he was hilarious, he killed it. I even like Vinny Srinivasan as the taxi driver. I think he did a very, very good job as well. Also, I felt the two protagonists, Pranav Mohanlal and Dhyan Srinivasan, they did a wonderful job. Both of them were absolutely smashingly brilliant. Both of them did an excellent job here. I, by the way, missed out on Basil Joseph. Basil Joseph is excellent as well in his character, as usual. Very sincere, very earnest. But these two guys, Pranav Mohanlal and Dhyan Srinivasan, I think they did a wonderful job. I think their bromance was infectious, and the varied character traits between the two characters were also very well, established and carried forward. I think Pranav is getting better with every film, and Dhyan is quite terrific to watch as well. So overall, I felt that Varshangalkku Shesham, which directly translates into years later, I think is a wonderful watch for me. It was absolutely beautiful. It was a wonderful ode on friendship amidst the chaos of cinema, a film on cinema. It is highly recommended from my end. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know there would be people who may not have thoroughly enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it. I have to be honest. And it also marks the continued good run of the Malayalam film industry in the year 2024. I think it's one of the best times to be alive while reviewing any Malayalam film. So that was it. That was my thoughts on the film Varshangalkku Shesham. If you'd like to read my full review of the same on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Also, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, share this video with your friends and family. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section on what did you make of this film. Also, if there are any recommendations, do throw me that as well. And also let me know which are the other Malayalam films that are about to release. That is something that I will have my eyes on, which are about to release and which have a sufficient amount of hype. Since I'm not in the state, I will not be able to exactly say that, and that is where I depend on my lovely Digi family. So let me know as well. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Letterboxd. All information is present in the description box below. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, and on my social media handles. So then that is it from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video, with another interesting concept from a Malayalam film industry or from any other industry from across the world. Till then, take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for your love and support. Cheers.